Today I want to take you along on the journey of what it is like creating YouTube content in Curacao. And to do so, I invited a guest. Please welcome... Floor is yours.
Is it? Hi, I'm Bert.
So this is Bert, my creative partner in Curacao Curious. If you haven't checked out that channel yet, now's the time. Or actually after this episode, but go check it out. What's our channel about?
Curacao Curious for me means an exploration into the island I live on. It can be people, it can be events, or maybe even museums. Anything that's interesting, anything that piques our curiosity, we go out and investigate.
What was it like for you starting on this journey?
Well, it's interesting because I had no idea really, right? I mean, I am a user of YouTube and I'm interested in certain subjects that I look up on YouTube. But going and making something for YouTube yourself is a different ballgame. And I think from our perspective, we just, we're like, well, we're curious about something. Let's just try to find out and see what happens. The other day we were doing something for our Curacao Curious channel. And it has this satisfying feeling when people go, oh my gosh, I've seen your work. I didn't know it was you guys. It is such an honor. I'm so happy you guys are interviewing me. It's almost like they feel honored that we stopped and trying to find out more about them. And it's kind of cool. It's kind of rewarding that people are seeing your work and referencing it. And at the same time, it's cool to see how these videos are inspiring people. The effect is not only on me, but it's on the people that are viewing it. Because the way I approach these interviews, I approach them really unprepared. I don't have any questions prepared. I just ask a question, and from there on, I just see where the story takes me. It's just kind of organically flows into a place that we're both surprised with the outcome, It's fun that people are also getting to know their own island, because a lot of people don't know a lot of the stories that we're putting out there, and they're also learning more about their island. They're also becoming inspired. So what did you think about it?
I was actually never a big YouTube consumer. So it was kind of interesting that I felt like being a YouTube content creator. Since I started creating YouTube videos, I've kind of enrolled myself into YouTube University. I explored the YouTube universe and found all these creators that shared their tips on YouTube about how to make stronger videos, how to get your message across, how to get more viewers, things like that. I think the main driving force behind starting a YouTube channel for me was that, in film, you put out your work as an actor, and it's a long road before your film is actually out there being received by an audience. And in YouTube, I feel it's more instantaneous because you make your content, you put it out there, and your audience can immediately enjoy it. And I find that very rewarding because you can feedback off of it. So when we started this and we first started getting feedback, it was all very exciting because you're starting on this journey, you're growing, and you want to learn. And the things that I learned through this were actually unexpected. Getting to know the island better, getting to know Curacao better. I'm from here, born and raised, and yet still there's so much I don't know about the island. And when you talk to these people, you get all this history and background information and culture, and it really enriches my soul to go on these journeys by getting to know the subjects that we interview.
I see here a question from an audience member. Yes, this one is from, from Soto. Yes, he's asking, what are the differences between Shannon, Solange and Curacao Curious? Why do you have the two different channels?
Aha, okay, so to answer that question, we first started on Curacao Curious and I enjoyed the process very much, but I felt like it wasn't my voice. For my Shannon Solange channel, I feel like it's more of an inward journey, an exploration of navigating the world and personal growth from interacting with the world, and always striving for mindfulness and positivity. And it's almost like a audio-visual journaling. So I feel like Curacao Curious is more focusing on other people's stories and bringing to light their beauty, their strengths. And once we started Curacao Curious, I was like, okay, I'm kind of getting the feel for this YouTube thing, and that gave me the courage, honestly, to start a channel about myself, because 10 years ago, I already posted a video on YouTube. It was like just shot with my iPad, completely self-shot, like a little music video thingy almost. And it wasn't received well. I knew nothing about algorithms or SEO. I had no idea how YouTube worked. So naturally, it didn't get any traction. Fast forward 10 years later, Curacao Curious gave me the know-how and the courage to try again. And this time I'm not gonna let anything get in my way. Some of my videos are bombing and flopping, meaning they're not doing well. And it's a risk. Every time you put yourself out there, you know that you can get judged. People will judge you, and you have to be ready for that. So I tell myself, I almost separate myself from the person that I put out there on my videos. It's like, okay, if people are gonna critique me, it doesn't say anything about me. The only thing that I will take from that critique is how to make my story stronger, how to put my story out there better so it's received and understood. And anything else, if I get negative criticism about me or my character, then, you know, people are entitled their opinions, but I've decided for myself that I'm not gonna let that get to me, and I'm not gonna let that stop me from this journey.
To be honest, I think it's quite brave, because I'm not sure I would be able to do that. It would mean opening up so much of myself. I'm not really sure if I would feel comfortable doing that. So I think what you're doing, particularly the subject matters that you're bringing out, that are your inner journey, are brave, inspiring, and very courageous. So I commend you on that.
Well, thank you. And I think my motivation for doing that is because if I'm struggling with these things, then I'm sure there are other people struggling with these subjects as well. And so maybe my message can help someone else or inspire someone else. And that's my motivation for bringing out those topics, bringing them to light. And what was it like being a guest on Shannon Solange?
Weird, but fun.
Oh my God. So, hey, you're next. I'm gonna find someone else for my next guest to join on Shannon Solange. And you're in for a weird but fun experience, like Bert just told you.
It's just that normally I ask the questions, so, you know, being on the other side.
Yeah, gotcha. Camera's turned on you, all eyes on you.
Exactly, exactly.
Okay.
But thank you very much. I appreciate it. It was fun.
Awesome. Thank you for joining me today.
You're welcome.
I just want to thank you all for sticking around till the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed making it. And you know the deal, like, subscribe, and come back for more.
Au revoir. I did it in French. It means goodbye.
In papiamento?
Ayo. Never. I don't think I'll ever run out of curiosity. No, I'm just curious by nature.
I don't know what the question was or what I was talking about anymore. That's not what I wanted to say. Yeah. My stories are so messy. You need more coffee.
Oh.
It's easier when I'm alone.
I'm sorry.
I'm canceling the guest show. It's just gonna be me. Ignore him.
I'm not here.